Freddie, what's the game plan going into Broner Pacquiao? What's the game plan?
Well, first of all, we hope he shows up.
Great point. Great, but that's a great shot.
Is he supposed to be here?
Yeah, he's supposed to be here.
But you know, we're fighting a guy who's mostly counter-puncher. Not our favorite style in the world, but the thing is, we've dealt with it many times in the past. And Manny knows what to do with the feints and Haymon. You know, and he's got a pretty good right hand. He does have some power in that, and we have to be aware of that. When he's got a back foot, he's only going to come with the right hand. And, we'll get him to throw that before he's ready. I think we have a good game plan. Everything's good. We had a great training camp. Everyone's on the team, everyone's happy, so it's good.
What was that conversation like? Because I know you guys maybe had a difference of opinion prior to you guys coming back. What was that conversation like when he said he wanted you back in his camp?
He called me after the press conference.
Okay.
And so we went to his hotel room, and well, first there's like 15 people in the room, and they watched TV, and so me and Manny went over to the table, sat down. And he said, first of all, I'd like to say, I'm sorry for not calling you for the fight. I said, Manny, don't worry about that. That's water under the bridge. That's already passed. I watched the fight. You did very well. You know, he said, you watched the fight? I said, of course I did. He said, so, he said, well, you know, Freddie, this fight, I want Blue Boy to get a little more exposure. So, I mean, let him do mitts a little bit more, and because he wants him to have a future after Manny Pacquiao. And so I said, no problem at all. And like I told Blue Boy, if you want to work the middle and the night of the fight, that's no problem. I'll work on the side and just talk to him when he's there. Because Blue Boy always does most of the talking anyway.
Okay.
And there's no change.
Okay.
So,
I need to put a microphone on Freddie really quickly, guys. Sorry.
How ironic! The last time we were here, the last time we were here for a big fight, you were on the other side of the fence with Bob Arum. How funny, or that boxing is like full circle. Now you're working on the PBC side, and now you got to be allies to make the fight happen.
Yeah, it's business life. The thing is, it's funny how we can't get some adults to get along and do business together. There's some big fights out there, some great fights out there, but since there were different parties, we can't see always the best. But I think that I hope that goes away soon. We're starting to mix it up a little bit, and to be the #1 sport in the world, we still have to do that.
Freddie, the week leading up to Pacquiao's last fight, he said he only trained one time in that week leading up to the fight, and he felt stronger on fight night. Do you I'm sorry. Expect to follow that plan for the last fight where you weren't here and only have him train one time next week?
We've already discussed up to Monday right now. Monday was,
I was moving it. I was like, what are you
Saturday will be our last sparring day. Monday will be our last workout day here, and then we'll travel to Las Vegas. And Tuesday and Thursday we haven't really talked about or decided if anything yet. So if his weight's good, which it looks to be, it should be no problem. He might shake out maybe one more day in Vegas, just get the cobwebs off. So we do have a gym that we're going to go to, and I forget the name of the gym, so I can't tell you.
Do you think there's something to be said for an older fighter to train less as the fight approaches?
I wouldn't say as the fight approaches. I would say in general, I mean, sometimes you don't have to go 100% every day. I mean, you know, the thing is getting older, and it's part of life, and you know, Manny Pacquiao, he kind of refuses to do that, and so I'll ask him sometimes to take him, don't run this morning because we're going to spar this afternoon, and he said, yeah, but what if my opponent's running? Like, he gets me on that one, yeah, so let's go for a little run too.
Speaking of
he's going to work hard forever.
Speaking of opponents, he bumped into Floyd Mayweather last night at another NBA game. Obviously, you want that fight.
I'm sure he gave him a Manny Pacquiao shirt.
What's your reaction to it?
Good, because Floyd put himself on TV on fighting his that life for a reason. He wants people to know that he's still fighting, still in action. He won by knockout, and he fought a smaller person, but
was it real or fake? What's your?
It doesn't matter. I mean, he's real or fake, but he's back in the limelight again. And for this fight, or for any future fight to happen, things like that have to happen first. It's like the winner of this fight may get him, but we hope so, but we don't know yet.
And
we only concentrate on one fight at a time.
Freddie, Manny's with the PBC now. Would you rather see him fight one of these welterweights that he hadn't had a chance to fight for a while instead of a Mayweather rematch? There's a lot of guys.
I'd like to see Mayweather.
You want to see Mayweather?
I want that one more time. I just say first time around I think we got screwed.
Why screwed?
Because he had a bad shoulder injury, and he had the fourth round he was finished. I mean, he told me his shoulder was too sore. And since then he's had surgery, he's healthy. And I think a healthy Manny Pacquiao beats Mayweather.
What percentage is Manny Pacquiao in comparison to the Oscar De La Hoya Manny Pacquiao? If Oscar was 100, where is Manny Pacquiao today in your honest opinion?
99.
Do you guys want to avenge the Horn loss?
Huh?
Do you guys still want to avenge the Horn loss?
Yes, I would love that.
Is that in the plans at all?
No, because we have to win this fight first. We never talk about future fights, because without a win here, nothing happens. So we work in this fight, and then hopefully we get the fight we want. And I think last night, I think that was all about reason. Also,
you worked the corner Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. What do you think happens in the second fight, in the rematch?
Fury's called me a couple times, and the biggest thing he's worried about is that, can I train in your gym again? I said, yeah, no problem. So he wants to train here, and me and his coach talked on the phone also, because there's been a lot of rumors about...
Yeah, talk about that. Say you trying to steal him or something like that? Talk about that.
Well, the press put out that I was trying to steal him.
Fancy camera you put on an iPhone, I saw that.
He said, Freddie, all I can do is learn from you. I should have took a picture of that myself. He was really good about it, and when they come back, he'll be the head coach, and I'll be the assistant, and I'll be coaching him also, and I think he needs to be just a little bit more offensive in that fight, and he could have won by knockout, yes.
Now, your last heavyweight was who? Michael Moore? Was that your last heavyweight? Who's your last heavyweight? Of substance.
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. Now, granted the heavyweight division, what's your take on Anthony Joshua? Is he afraid, or he just waiting to...
I think he's just waiting on the fight. I mean, I don't think he's afraid of anybody. I don't think he... it might make more sense if I rematch first, and then the winner will definitely have to fight him. I mean, there's no other way to go. And he wants to fight in England, and he is the champion, and he will call the shots. I mean, as far as that goes. But he's a real nice guy. I met him. He wrote me a letter. He said, how good could I be with Freddie Roach in my corner? I said, well, I can't answer that. Someone said, why? I said, because I don't steal fighters. You don't. I mean,
you don't have to.
No. So the thing is, I got 3 title fights coming up this month, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Who's the other 2?
I got Jose Zepeda fighting
Ramirez?
Yes.
Oh my God! So let's talk about that. Oh man, come on, let's go viral real quick. Let's go viral. Let's talk about your matched up against Ramirez, who you said they quite possibly could have stole Ramirez from you, quite possibly.
No, they still.
They didn't steal.
No, Ramirez. We won the title together, and it's the first time I've been fighting for winning the title.
Okay.
So and he went with his people, and so he's on the other side now, and I have a #1 contender, Zepeda, who's a very good boxer, and I think Zepeda has a good chance to beat him actually, and we're gonna do our best.
How bad do you want to beat Ramirez in that fight?
Badly.
Badly?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
On the scale of 1 to 10.
Pretty fine.
How do you feel about Roscoe Ramirez? Relentless Roscoe Ramirez, president?
Good fight. I mean, we showed a couple of flaws here and there. I mean, it gets a little wild sometimes. Overall, it was a very good fight.
Hey, Freddie, you feel confident Fury can knock out Wilder in this rematch?
I believe Fury can knock out Wilder. Yes, he does have power. He has much more power than people realize. I've felt it on the mitts, and I've seen him use that power before, but a lot of times in fights he doesn't choose to use that. He chooses to use his footwork and his mobility, which he's very good at. For a big guy, he's very mobile. And then, you know, someone said to me, like, what'd you think about him getting knocked down in the last round? I said, well, you know, I think maybe the left hook knocked him out and the right hook woke him up.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is, he got up and won the rest of the round. I mean, it was really, really good to see that. He get up, he had his balance, his equilibrium was all good, because usually after you get knocked down, you're a little wobbly, and the referee stops the fight. But
Does that give you encouragement for the rematch?
yes, it does. But the thing is, he's a big puncher, big. One punch can change anything in the heavyweight division. You know? So we'll see.
Do you
called me up and asked me if he could train in my gym. I said no problem at all.
Okay. Freddie,
do you have
where would you rank Adrian Broner amongst the opponents Pacquiao's fought? He's obviously fought some of the best fighters the last 20 years.
Adrian started off really good, and then kind of went into a lull a little bit when he fell in love with Mayweather and wanted to be Mayweather. And you know, the thing is, you just can't be somebody else. Yeah, you can. But I think that hurt his career quite a bit, and that's why this fight's like very important for him also.
Do you think this makes Adrian a dangerous opponent because he's fallen short in his other fights, and this is a chance to kind of, you know, erase all of that?
It could, but I don't think his personality carries that. No, I think he's too cocky for that, and he thinks he's great, and he'll pay for. I don't think he's that great.
Do you have an opinion on?
He's been my friend for a long time. We are friends.
Do you have a prediction of how the fight will end? Do you have a prediction of how the fight will end?
I believe Manny will go. It's first time I've ever seen him say he's going for a knockout, and I like that because I believe in the killer instinct, and I think that he had knockout in his last fight will carry over to this fight. He likes that feeling. It's a great feeling.
Do you have an opinion? Do you have an opinion on Mikey Garcia going up to train at Snack?
He has a lot of balls. I think he's a little bit too small for him, but he sees something that we don't maybe, and he's very brave for taking that fight. It's a big fight.
Do you think he gets stopped?
No.
You don't think Mikey gets stopped?
Oh, I thought you said Mikey stop him.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So,
Freddie, Adrian seems like the kind of fighter that you would have liked to train. You know, one of those guys that you could kind of turn around, like a James Toney type, you know, falling on hard times. Was there ever any point where you and Broner might have worked together?
He came to my gym, said, "Hello, Mr. Roach, how are you?" And then he met Robert Shapiro, and he went over and picked Shapiro up, and he loves Robert Shapiro. And he asked me if I would be his trainer. And then I called his trainer up who I'm friends with, and I said, "You guys are still cool?" He said, "Of course." I said, "Okay, good. I just wanted to let you know." He asked me if I could train him, but he just playing me a little bit, you know. So it was just it did come and go. It was mentioned once in my life.
What time period was this? You remember? Like around what fight in Broner's
4 years ago. It's been a while.
Freddie, what went through your mind when they offered this fight to you guys? What was on your mind? Did you like the fight for Manny?
I wasn't part of the team. I wasn't back at the team yet to get the initial offer. But it's a good fight. It's a big fight. And, hopefully, you know, we get something bigger and better going down the line.
What does this fight do to Mikey's legacy?
It just adds to it. I mean, especially another knockout would be really good, I think. But I've always said that. I've always believed that all fights should end in a knockout. Oh, yeah. Is that it?
So, I just remember earlier. Earlier, I just remember this morning.
You heading over to Broner after this?
You know I do that? Huh?
When you look I got a decent video.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, boys. Oh, boys,
Does Pacquiao have a left hook yet? Does Pacquiao have a left hook yet?
We developed that left hook in the fight with
Haven't seen it in a while. That's why I'm
well, he hasn't not given out and seen it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, he is left hook. But he hit me so fucking hard the other day.
Did he?
I said I never been hit that hard in my life.
Really? I'm glad to have you back, though.
And I hope he doesn't want to show you guys that.
I'm definitely glad to have you back in big fights, though, for sure.
Oh, me too.
Oh, man, I'm excited for you. Yeah, for sure.
But
I got to find something where we can disagree on something.
We have the 16,000 people. You have fights on the Sunday afternoon on ESPN.
Which one? Oh, yeah, the 10th. The 10th. The 10th at Save Mart.
But I have Machado fighting on the 9th.
Oh, you... Yeah, and casino. So you taking a private or you driving? You gonna drive?
I don't know yet.
No yet.
But I have 2 fights there, and I have 2 fights.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
2 fights on both shows.
I'll be glad to get Robert's reaction soon. I'm gonna get his reaction. Maybe I'll see him Sunday at the Caleb Plant Uzakaki fight.
The church?
No. Yeah, I go to mass. Me and you go to mass, Freddie. You know that. I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to church, Freddie.
The last time was when my mom beat me up.
Hey, Freddie, Robert Garcia has a stretch where he has like 5 world title fights in like 45 days. You've had stretches like that as a trainer. What's that like when you have to juggle from one fight to another, sometimes in the same weekend?
It's really hard to do. It's I should say no more often. I have 16 fighters right now, so they're all good fighters.
At the peak, how many fighters did you have at one time?
Probably the most right now.
Right now?
Yeah, well, the thing is, you know, when Manny left for a minute, 5 more people came aboard. You know, so it's just I have more time.
Is it harder when they're all championship level guys and they expect more time?
Well, they expect more time and travel, and everything's really difficult. And luckily, I have good assistants to stay with them while I'm somewhere else. But I won't miss any of these fights because they're all in California, and we're so close now.
Thank you.
In Nevada, it's not that far away.
Have you met Al Haymon before? Talk about that, because Bob Arum says he's not real, and Bob Arum was your best friend for a half a century.
Al Haymon with Manny Pacquiao. We wanted to meet him with Manny Pacquiao, and he wanted Freddie Roach there to make sure everything was okay. Like there would be no lies, because I'm an honest person. And I thought that was nice of him, and so we had the meeting, and then Manny had just re-signed with somebody else, and I said, okay, this means that we don't need to be here. Torturous interference, and he went on his way. And then the second time I met Al Haymon is when Manny fought Mayweather, and I'm watching Mayweather grab and they're using 2-inch tape, and I said, that's illegal, you can't use that. And he says, don't talk to my fighter. I said, I'm not talking to your fighter, I'm talking to the commissioner, and that tape's illegal, and you can go fuck yourself.
You told Al Haymon to go fuck himself? And now y'all fucking each other now, because y'all got
I'm not scared. Like, I'm not scared. I'm gonna let them break the rules because of his intimidation. No.
That's funny. That's funny.
But he was. I haven't seen him since. I've met him twice.
What do you think about what Al Haymon's been doing the last couple years?
He's paying the fighters a lot of money. I mean, the fighters are happy, but he needs more shows, I think. He will need some more, yeah. But it's very competitive out there. TV dates and all, but he does pay well, and most of the fighters that are with him are very happy.
Where do you think
Pacquiao seems to be very happy in this one, so.
What do you think about where boxing is right now with fights on regular cable, ESPN, streaming services? Do you think it's easier to be a fan now or harder?
A little more difficult for people like me that aren't good with iPhones. I'm not going to watch a fight on my telephone. I think they're looking for a younger audience, and they'll watch fights on their phones. And the thing is, I mean, for me, I have to try to figure out how to put it from my phone to my TV, and it's a little more difficult for me. Yes.
You haven't got an intern to do that for you?
I do have people I can talk to.
Have you met Eddie Hearn? Have you been offered by DAZN any of your fighters? No. Interesting. That's interesting.
Would you join on DAZN? If you were approached, would you join on DAZN?
If I had an offer from one of my fighters and it was the best offer out there, yeah. I think so. Again, I have to do more research of
So you follow
what
the format.
where the money comes from, like.
Ready. He's good. Like good point. Good point for sure. I didn't think about it. All money ain't good money. This is true.
Hey, Freddie, they want you over there. They want you over here.
We've had enough of your time, Freddie.
Thank you, Freddie.
He flexed on me.